30 laps.
That's he's got a fast car. He'll will it. Fast car and good decisions.
Yeah.
Corey Day is a bit of a nut, man, so I don't know. He's fast. He's got a fast car. He's got a lot of talent. But
Justin Peck made it.
yeah, he was pretty fast. So he's running.
And starting in fourth, the
He
winner
goes
2
running
nights
in
ago
his.
and the winner earlier on this evening at the mile-and-a-half track. Out of Elk Grove,
That's
California,
funny.
the All-Buy Your Alternative, HenryCars.com, JB Iger, Finley Farms, Focus Brothers Truck and Flow Racing.
I'll have to watch it
Number
later.
57, Young Money,
Kyle Larson. He's a really busy man.
Hope he can get it tonight.
The most busy driver ever.
Warehouser, Autry Plumbing, Four Seas Construction, Myers Constructors. Number 14, Payday, Corey Day.
I still don't like that payday.
And the front row for
No
tonight's main
significance.
event looks like this. Outside of
No
row number 1 is the
whatsoever.
defending series champion out of St. Helena, California. The Tony Stewart, Curvaga Gene Racing, CarQuest, Sugar Bee Apple, ArtZone.com, Pacific Boring. Number 24, Rico Abreu.
Hey, boo.
And the pole sitter is from Clute, Texas. It's the Focus Brothers Trucking, Power Plus, Bryant Paper Motorsports, STC, Monty Farms. Number 87, Aaron Reitzel. 25 cars about to hit the racetrack. We see the first one appearing in turn number 2 right now. 25 cars, 30 laps, $21,000 to win the Sugar Bee Blackjack Bash. Tony Laporta, a lot of track work done right before this feature event. Going to keep these drivers and these crew chiefs on their toes.
What I love is the first car that presents
Is
to the track
that
here
Brad Sweet
for
right
our
there?
30-lap
That-
feature is the driver I wanted to talk a little bit about. He's your off-pole starter.
Yeah, it is
coming from
Brad
the
Sweet.
outside of row number 1. That's St. Helena,
Doing his job.
California's Rico Abreu. You can call him the champ.
Yeah, it's a good question there, Tony. And Christopher, I want to get your perspective on this as well, because we just mentioned it. They did a lot of track work out there just now. They tilled the bottom, they tilled the top, they threw some water down on it as well. As a driver, how worrying is that? Or what are you thinking about knowing that, man, I just came off the track and it was completely different than it is now?
Yeah, well, you're certainly looking at it whenever you're rolling out on the racetrack. And one thing that I noticed was the cushion was extremely thick, really, really deep around the top side, especially turns 1 and 2 there. They have been consistently spraying water in the fluff in the cushion, and they're just trying to keep it grippy so that there's something to lean against up there. They did take the tiller and run it across it, so I think it'll be a little bit more forgiving at the beginning of the race, and then by golly, I think it's going to get really deep by the end of it, and it's going to be very treacherous. So they also helped the bottom a little bit. They ran the tiller around the bottom. They watered the bottom as well. So it looks like they're going to have some options, and they're going to be feeling it out to see which lane is going to be the fastest early on.
We've heard some fun comments so far tonight from Christopher Bell there, Tony. We've heard Turney, we've heard Grippy, and he just said, by golly. He is that excited, Tony, that we are about to see a banger of a race out here.
That's like 50s.
By golly.
By
I cannot wait
golly.
for this one to get underway.
I was wondering if we needed to update the by golly count here this early in the season. Christopher Bell, thanks for dropping that.
Was that number 1?
Yes, you are first on the board. Congratulations on that. I did just stop and check in. You're looking at Kyle Larson sitting in the cockpit of his number 57. Right in front of Kyle Larson is that Skagit Speedway number 26 of Justin Peck out of Monrovia, Indiana. I talked to him. I said, all right, describe your mental state to me after all the craziness tonight. He said, I'm pretty ticked off, although he didn't use the word ticked, and I'm pretty locked in. So, you know, the kids, you got to lock in. You got to be focused, right? 6'7", all that. Justin Peck is going to be buried at the start of this one. And you guys have been talking about it with all this track prep. Maybe some of the front runners
He's
won't
right
be
there
as prepared
talking.
for it as they hope to be. Could that possibly give Justin Peck a chance to go forward?
He's right there
We've
talking.
talked about it opening weekend. None of the full-time guys have really had
No
a bad
cameraman,
night
just-
yet these
just
first
him.
2 nights. Justin Peck has to do damage control now and get as close to the front, earn as many points as possible, because he is chasing a championship here in 2026.
He certainly is. He'll be one of the leading candidates for the the hard charger here tonight. Christopher, looking at the lineup here, is there anybody else that is coming off the page that maybe we'll watch them and see them making their way forward by the end of this 30-lapper?
So I'm looking deep in the pack and trying to see if I see any cars that notoriously race well, that can make their way up through traffic. And whenever you think of sprint car racing, there really is two
Brad's feet right
extremely important disciplines and things that you have to be good at to succeed in sprint car racing. And
I
that's
think
number
that's
one,
Brad
having
Tweet.
single
No,
car
not
speed,
him.
being
It's
able
the
to
one
lay a
down
lap down
there.
in qualifying. That sets your position for the heat race,
Oh,
and then if
he
you
was
can get
somewhere
out
down
front and
here?
clean
Yeah.
air,
Wow.
normally it's pretty easy to maintain your position through that heat race. But you also have to be good in traffic. And looking back through here, one person that stands out, Ryan Timms. He's exceptional on half miles. He's starting in the 14th
I'm
position.
wondering what happened to
right behind Tyler
Steamhouse.
Courtney, who notoriously races well. Brent Marks is another one. That mid-pack range
Costs
is
money
littered
to
with guys
race.
that could make a charge to the front.
Yeah, they certainly could. Of
Costs
course,
money
Timms
to
did
have
not
a
even
team and
make the
race,
show
so
here
I don't
last
know.
night after a heat race crash ended it. He didn't even get to run the B main, but he is going to try and make his way forward from the outside of row 7. That is the defending Knoxville Nationals
May sneak
champion.
one in somewhere,
As
who
the
knows?
field begins to come to life, it's the finale of the Sugar Bee Blackjack Bash. That track prep that was done on the inside of the speedway And
That's
that is what
crazy
you
No
are
more.
seeing
questions.
right
No
now.
more crazy talk.
Remember, going
All right,
into
no more
this
crazy
race,
talk. You get
when
that
it
right.
comes to just the
I don't know
full-time
nothing.
drivers
I just know I
that are
heard.
racing with Interstate Batteries Highlander Racing. I know it's 2 races in, of course, but going into this one, Tanner Thorson, currently the championship points leader. He has a 3-point advantage over Aaron Reitzel, a 5-point lead over Giovanni Selzy, 10 points over Rico Abreu, and 18 over Dason Pursley in those championship points.
All right, Larson.
Kerry Madsen, Brent Marks, Justin Peck,
Let's get a
and
win.
Taylor Holmes in the top 10.
Get a win.
So Reitzel has a great opportunity here to put himself at the top when it comes to the championship here.
I got a feeling this track's going to be real slippery.
Looks like it's still pretty slimy down there.
Yeah, they have put in a lot of effort to try and get the bottom back in this
Holy
racetrack.
moly.
And it looks like it is very, very greasy out there.
That's
again,
too greasy.
Which means that if it gets run in, that bottom is going to be fast.
Yeah, very fast.
If it gets run in.
Who will take advantage of that? Will the top
You got to be careful driving in that because that's to do like Larson did yesterday.
That is certainly a question going through the minds of several of these drivers.
It's so early
This is
kind of early
nerve-wracking
exit.
moment whenever you're trying
You got
to
that right.
say you're Aaron Wright, so you're starting on the pole.
Could be a problem right off the bat.
The bottom will be coming in at some point, but you don't want to go down there and spin in the grease and let someone pass you around the outside. So it's really tough to know the timing of, is the bottom ready yet? Is the track ready to run the bottom? Do I need to move up to run the top for a couple laps? It won't take long for it to
That's what I
come
don't
in
like
once the
though. When they
race
start
starts.
off the race, it's like the first 10, 15 laps.
Situations where it's almost better to be running
They're running in the track to get it going where everybody can race.
Yes. Clean air is king.
Yeah, we hear drivers a lot say, man, sometimes it's better to be second, to move that car around and see where your car might be better than the other guy. And then, of course,
You see the tire tracks every time they drive through it in that one area. It's not even packed down at all.
As far as being able to follow the leader or go to the opposite of where the leader goes. Tony.
Well, last night, James McFadden, after running third after starting sixth, told us in that post-race interview that on the restarts, he just did what everyone else around him wasn't doing. And he commented that he thought some of the restarts were almost overly aggressive. He didn't use those words exactly, but that was his point, was he thought, I don't need to go rushing in there on these restarts. So I wonder if for some of these really fast guys, Tyler Courtney, Brent Marks, Dason Pursley, Justin Peck, some of these guys that are starting pretty far back, can they adopt that strategy, Christopher, do you think? Let these guys up front find out what this track has to offer, and while those lead guys are trying to figure it out, maybe some of these guys in the back can pick their pocket and just go where they aren't.
Yeah, well, you hit the nail on the head there. If you're starting in the back or really anywhere, you're just trying to find air anywhere you can get it. So you're going to absolutely go opposite of the car in front of you. And let me tell you, if you can get several cars to go to the same lane, whether it's the bottom or the top, and you get an open row, that feels like you hit a gold mine.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again. A lane will get bottled up, especially on a restart, and allows somebody in the opposite lane to really make up a lot of ground. And that's what we might see from a guy like Tyler Courtney or Ryan Timms here off this initial start. And so the pace truck pulls onto the speedway, so must have been good signs there from the drivers.
It's looking good right now, Rodman. Yeah. It's looking good.
As they got up to speed, it wasn't full speed, of course, but they can gas it up and feel if it's going to be slippery or not. And so obviously they seem to like it. Pace truck pulls onto the speedway, and in just a moment they can get it behind that HinderCars.com pace truck in 2x2 formation, which is what is happening right now. Pace truck in turn number 3.
Ooh, boy, it's going to be a tough race.
Grab those boomsticks and have them ready here for this 4 wide. I know I've seen
Reitzel's been fast. You got Abreu, you got Larson,
when they come down the front straight
Day.
make some noise, let them know that you are here and appreciate everything they've done for you.
I'll
as
line them
far
up
as the
4 wide or
entertainment
what?
value here tonight. A couple more drivers getting into their proper starting positions. Still have a few more towards the tail of the field that are definitely not.
I thought they were going 4 wide.
Chase, quickly, just want to remind people that the angel donor who sponsors the series partners with us. It's $1,500 per night.
There they go.
Your choice. It rolled over last night since a high roller did not win it. That means $3,000 up on the line.
Thank you very much, Tony. We've got 25 high rollers here tonight, but only one's hit the ultimate jackpot. It's time to double down. It's time to raise the stakes. And it is time to
Reminds me of a bunch of fighter jets, like those blue Thunderbirds or whatever. You know, all this kind of lined up their wings on them.
Yeah.
Four wide, broken off. Back to 2x2 formation. Down the back straightaway. Not this time by, but the next time we will go green on the finale of the Sugar Bee Blackjack Bash. Aaron Reitzel, Rico Abreu up on the front row. Corey Day and Kyle Larson in row 2. Tanner Thorson and Austin McCarl in the third row. Giovanni Selzy and Cy Lynch in row number 4. Fifth row is James McFadden and Kerry Madsen.
Larson and Corey
Sixth
Day
row is
start
Caleb
side by
Martin
side.
Marks and Tyler Courtney. Seventh row, Dason Pursley and Ryan Timms.
I know Corey Day, if he's on the bottom, you're going to try to pull one of those numbers way out. Larson's either going to have to be there and get a chance of getting whacked, or he's going to have to slide under and try to cut him that way. I don't know. I don't know what Corey Day is going to do. You don't ever know. So far, he's been cutting
I
Larson
didn't
off
see him.
hard.
Ask him.
He's been cutting Larson hard, I'm telling you.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway
It's racing.
dirt track. We got them racked. We got them stacked. And we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing over turn number 4. We
So corny.
are green.
We'll see what Larson wants to do.
It's right there.
Features off and running here in Sin City. It will be Reitzel utilizing that fresh
Oh, Larson. Dang, I think he lost his spot.
Yeah, he lost his spot.
He's going to gain it back in a minute.
Corey Day sitting in third. Tanner Thorson quickly by Kyle Larson. He's up into fourth as Corey Day puts a move on Rico Abreu in turn number 1. Corey Day around the bottom, Rico to the top.
We'll see what happens.
Is the place to be at right now early as Payday makes his way into the second spot. And Tanner Thorson is closing in on both Day and Rico back there in the 4th spot. Larson loses another spot. Here comes the 77 and Giovanni Selzy.
Larson back to 5th. 6th.
And back behind him, you've got Austin McCarl trying to work the top side. A lot of guys around the bottom here, Christopher, but he's going to get burned off really quick at the
This car ain't moving.
Surprised me. They did a really good job of making sure that the grease was all burned off of it. And the bottom is really
Took a few laps last time, remember? Then all of a sudden, he was finding another gear.
Maybe that second place car of Corey Day or that third place car of Rico Abreu starts to poke
Dang,
his nose
he
around
lost
the
his
top
spot.
side of the racetrack.
We'll see what happens.
Something happened. We know that Corey Day is not afraid of the high side. That is his happy place. As Reitzel's already on the same straightaway as a couple of lap cars, including Justin Peck, Sterling Kling, and the 24 DFD Sam's the third. Back behind Reitzel and Day, it is still Rico. Tanner Thorson trying to close in on his former teammate back in the day with Keith Coons Motorsports. Those two race third and fourth. Giovanni Selzy fifth. Now Reitzel almost gets into the lap car of Sterling Kling. Close call there, and Corey Day's going up to the top side in 3 and 4. Chris.
Yeah, you can already see 1 and 2 starting to get a little bit of a black streak. I think the top's going to be coming in 1 and 2 quickly.
Man, what is Reitzel trying to do?
I know.
Great moving in bottom of 3 into turn 3.
That was a close call. He almost did not get by Sterling Kling, which would have really held up the progress on that focus.
We need a caution here somewhere.
And Corey Day, we've seen him search around a little bit. Now the lap cars are in the way of your leaders. Day around the outside gets by Kling, and now working on Danny Sams down the back straightaway.
Worst case scenario for Aaron here with the guys, the lap traffic side by side.
Got a caution. Looks like Hank Davis
There
may
you
have
go.
a right rear tire.
Now, best case scenario for Aaron.
And that is huge for Aaron Reitzel. As it looked like Corey Day was, like we said, being in second place sometimes is the
Ooh,
advantage.
Larson better find a
You
gear.
see the leader having to get through 2 lap cars that are side by side.
Now Aaron's going to have a decision to make. You can clearly see that black strip is starting to come back at the bottom of 1 and 2. The top is not far away from being the preferred line down there.
We'll have to wait and see. We are just 7 laps in to this race. Here is a look at the Comcam screen play. Hank Davis, bottom of the screen, right there.
Blue rubber.
Wow. And pieces of rubber flying through the air over the fence down there. And so, unfortunately for Hank Davis, who had to utilize a provisional after leading the B main, and he hit that tractor tire. He has now lost a right rear tire in that Michael Dutcher Motorsports car, parked over the edge of the racing
Not his
surface
night.
where the cars have been running at, right above that cushion. And they're ready to hook on that car. It's pretty tough to roll him back to the pit area with no right rear tire on it. See officials, high number racing officials that is, are picking up pieces of that tire. And Tony, I have a feeling he's going to be heading down to the new ARP work zone.
And he's going to be headed down here for a very short period of time. With a right rear tire expired the way it is, these crews are experienced and can make this swap quickly. But new rules here in 2026
1 minute.
Interstate Batteries High Limit Racing dictate that teams in feature competition are allowed only 1 minute of guaranteed time in the work area, and that minute only exists if that is required for a flat tire. So basically, if you don't need to swap a tire due to a failure and going flat, a puncture, whatever, if it's something other than a quick tire swap, you are guaranteed no time in the work area. Teams are still permitted to come to the work area, but if it's for anything but a wheel or a tire swap, rather, you are guaranteed no time at all. Once that 1 to go signal has
1
been
minute.
given by
Let's
race
see.
control, you will not be allowed to re-enter
Yeah,
the race
they have
track.
a
That
different
right rear Hoosier tire is
time.
I know.
all
I'm watching
gone.
mine talk now. I want to see.
On both sides, are
We got about 50
left. The
seconds
crew goes
still.
to work here with a little bit of help from the KCK
About
Racing.
45.
Jake Williamson and Ryan Boyd in to lend a hand as they will pull the wheel off. They've got the new right rear shoe ready to go on. That's exactly what they're doing now. So a quick routine stop down here in the ARP work area, and that 1 minute is
Got about
only
30
guaranteed
seconds.
up until halfway, and then after that you are guaranteed no time. You're also only allowed
25.
one visit to the work area per feature.
We've got the chasm
20.
shoes going out on the racetrack as well. Drivers must go either inside or outside
15.
of that chasm shoes cone, and whatever
12,
lane they go is where they
11,
restart the race.
10,
So while we're talking
9,
Rico, is he just
8,
bottom? Or is he just
7,
running down there?
6,
Well, Rico was third. He was third. That's right.
4,
It was
3,
Tanner. Tanner's the
2,
one. Tanner was the one who gave up
1.
the row. Instead of taking fourth, he chose
Sit.
third row inside.
Time.
He did that last night as well, and it obviously worked for him. He ended up in the top
Yep,
5.
they're
Gets
fixing to go.
17, gonna be outside row
With or
2
without
now.
him.
With that move from Thorson,
He's out there. He's in the back in the back.
He will be alongside of Kyle Larson.
He should have made it.
Running in 7th. Austin
They were already
McCarroll
putting the
in
car
8th.
tire
Tyler
on.
Courtney 9th, and Cy Lynch is currently inside of the top 10.
Oh,
Kerry
looks like
Watson,
one more
Ryan
time
Ross,
around.
Dixon, obviously Ryan Timms and Tanner Holmes, the top 15.
Chase, I know you guys were keeping an eye on who would go to the top early here, and in such a short run, I don't think it really paid off for him just yet, but I caught glimpses.
Corey
several
Day and
times
Reitzel in the
of
front row.
Oklahoma
Oh, boy.
City's Ryan Timms ripping around the top on both ends of this racetrack. He is probably feeling a little
Corey
frisky
Day's good
after
in
not making the
Vegas.
race last night.
Very good at Vegas.
He has his sights set to the top of this half mile in Las
He
Vegas.
finished second and first. I mean, come on.
Making their way forward.
He's going to be tough to beat tonight.
Progress to the checkered flag. As
Larson
we
needs to
come
get
back
in
the
there with
grid, this
gear,
time by
and
7,
he's the only one.
23 remaining with Aaron Reitzel up front.
I think he could
Corey
do
Day
it.
in
It's just that
second.
not showing
These two
anything
were the
yet,
first
that's
and
for
second
sure.
place finishers from last night.
Not get a good
Back
tree
on
start.
hammer, back to green, and the sugar
It's going to
beet
have to get going
margin
now.
back. Tanner Thorson, great restart. He chose the bottom. It's going to work out for now. He gets by Rico momentarily. They go 3 wide for that second spot.
Lost a lot of ground.
Corey Day down the back straightaway, trying to close in on the 87 of Aaron Reitzel. Side by side for third. Tanner Thorson off the bottom.
Yeah, I don't even see him.
The start-finish line for Rico Abreu.
Still way back there.
He is the versatile driver. Remember that if he can win.
7th now. Yeah.
For stand down in the grandstands. Up
I don't
front
know.
is Reitzel, followed by Corey Day,
I don't
Tanner
know.
Thorson, Rico Abreu, and making his way into the top 5 is the 21 of James McFadden.
I see him on the outside up there. If he can ever get it to start biting, he'll go. Obviously, it's fighting it still.
But we see a couple guys towards the back trying to run the top end. One thing we
Larson
saw
8th now.
in the last lap through turns 3 and
He's
4,
terrible.
actually ran a lane up, kind of right
There he is. He's still trying to make the top work, but it ain't working.
Okay, there could be maybe some dirt thrown up there in the middle that he is running on. Rico, the first car out, and he just did it around the second
Man,
second.
he's way up. He just cannot get that sucker to go. He just can't get off the corner. They show him a lot, but man, he ain't getting nothing done right now. We're gonna need another caution.
James McFadden looking for back-to-back podiums here in Sin City in car number 21. Reitzel's lead now 2.3 seconds.
Oh, he's up to 7th now. Maybe he's finally starting to get the thing wound up. But we don't need a caution, I think.
Turn forward, still making a good exit.
He's got to be careful here through these lap cars.
He's just slicing and dicing through there.
He's got to be aggressive, but you also got to be very careful. Don't want to make a mistake with one of these slower cars. He makes it by JJ Hagel.
Entry speed.
We got a race for second once again as Tanner Thorson is reeled in the 14 of Corey Day. They are nearly side by side off the corner as Day has the right rear plug into the cushion. Reitzel is picking him up and pulling them down. When it comes to the lap traffic, the lap cars are 3 wide in front of Reitzel right now.
Man, Thorson is really doing good. Corey Day's having a lot of trouble with him. Man, I think he's got some power going down off the bottom. Man, car is going. Gonna need a caution for him to have a chance.
That was a close call in turn 4. Trying to put a slider on Hank Davis, who hopped over the cushion. Reitzel's able to get by him down the front straightaway. Tanner Thorson
Reitzel's not gone.
for a caution. That last time by, he was about a 1/10 of a second faster than Reitzel. He's going to need way more than that if he wants a shot to win this thing, because this time by, 10 laps remain for Aaron Reitzel at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track.
McFadden is making a strong charge here late too.
He sure is. He's about 5 car lengths behind Corey Day, racing for that 3rd spot. Now Day hops over the cushion momentarily.
I believe Larson ain't making any ground at all.
Unable to capitalize on that mistake. Reitzel's kind of running the middle here, 3-4, and it's working for him. Certainly no rubber down.
Take it back. I don't want this track to be like Texas.
He is using that to his advantage here.
It's horrible tonight for him.
Really hard into turn 3 and then catching the loose dirt on exit of 4 and getting off good.
He's still got more traffic to deal with.
Dang.
Of course, with the 9R
He will stay 7th. Not enough laps.
I don't even see him in the same picture right now. That's the thing. He's right behind them. But where is he? He's way behind them.
3.7 seconds behind. He was 4/10 slower than Reitzel the last time by. Thorson and Day are praying.
Well, he ain't winning tonight, that's for sure.
No.
Not even going to finish in the top few.
Yeah, Day's been pretty committed to running the cushion. He's running it really hard too.
Tanner Thorson now goes to the top in turn number 1.
It's weird how one night your car can be so good, the next night it's just not.
Reitzel just putting up an absolute clinic on how to
Well,
get
they
through that traffic
changed
on the Vegas
something
Motor
for
Speedway
sure.
dirt track. Christopher talked about it earlier.
He's trying to catch Thorson, but Thorson's Reitzel's gone.
At the dirt track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Tonight, he is just 6 laps away from changing that. Tanner Thorson now 3.9 seconds behind. Reitzel continues to pull away, and he's got some time, a lot of distance between himself and the next
And
couple
it's
lap
his
cars.
8th.
Yeah, he's terrible. But Carl just passed him. Yeah, his car ain't doing nothing. Pretty much junk tonight.
Oh my gosh, little Corey. Corey Day. What a move. Oh! Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Dang.
Oh!
Oh!
There he goes.
Oh. Overdue it.
Broken axle.
Yep, he lost the tire.
That's a good souvenir if somebody can get it.
Yeah. He overdue it.
It looks like the rear end just snapped in half on that car. Come off the turn 2, he gets upside down.
There it goes.
And that will draw
He's
a caution
done.
with about 4 laps to go. And Tony Laporta coming over the radio just now, and that is very similar, almost the exact same thing that happened to Corey Day
Dang.
at Lernerville 2 years ago. He was leading the feature in that one. The axle broke, and he ended up flipping over the edge of the banking there.
Well,
This
it's
time it's the
okay.
left rear.
Yeah.
Sounds like there could be a potential fuel stop coming. We do not know if that's the case, but crews are definitely grabbing their fuel jugs. Here is a look at the replay, Christopher.
Trying to see where that left rear got.
Racing like normal, and what happens here? Man,
Right
it
there.
just snapped.
Just broke.
And honestly,
Yeah.
I'm glad he
wow.
walked away, but breaking a left rear axle, that's about as good of a spot as you can ask for.
Dang.
And
It was
most of the
coming off
time,
the corner.
yeah, most of the
Okay,
time
you
it
hit
happens going
something?
into the corner, and it is
Right
catastrophic.
there.
it just broke.
Something in
That is,
there.
something you do not see very often
Just
there.
snapped.
And so looks like Corey Day, you see the little barrel roll there.
2 wheels?
Was just having such, and look
There's
at that.
part of it.
Right there.
Mm.
Man, definitely a catastrophic failure
Hey.
on that Jason Myers Racing 14 entry.
Wow.
And man, you hate to see that. Corey was
There's a good
second on
souvenir.
Thursday, won last night, and was on his way to probably a podium finish there until that incident. That's going to bring the field back closer. And I'm telling you, I mean, Tanner Thorson was looking pretty racy there. He got to second. He was too far behind.
Chase, we've had some great movers through the field here. I talked
Yes.
about Tanner Thorson drawing the 8 in the dash, had a strong dash, moved up a couple rows, and now from 5 to 2 in the feature, as well as James McFadden and Tyler Courtney. They came from mid-pack, and they were looking really strong here late. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'll tell you, McFadden 9th now into 3rd with the issue for Corey Day. Tyler Courtney, the 7BC car, 12th and up into 4th now, so +8 for him. Certainly one of the hard chargers in this one. Justin Peck, if you're wondering about him, 23rd.
Larson's car
14th.
junk.
And so a solid run. There is a look at Corey Day there, and some of the Jason Myers Racing team. Aaron Reitzel on your screen, so definitely
Reitzel and
red
Thorson
flag
might have a
situation
battle.
taking place right now.
Yeah.
During an open red flag situation, race fans, the crew members are allowed to add fuel and they're allowed to make adjustments to the car, but they cannot change a tire under an open red flag condition. If they do that, they will be sent to the tail end of the field. So you can only add fuel. You can make adjustments, of course, to the shot or to the shocks and whatnot, and anything you want to do, torsion bars. But fuel, obviously, you don't want to run out of fuel, so you're going to add some fuel in there as well. There is going to be about 4 or 5 laps to go when this race resumes. And so this is a part where, where those crew chiefs really make their money if they can put the right adjustments to it.
And Chase, just again, for some of the folks that we know are here enjoying this kind of racing, possibly for the first time, these cars don't have fuel gauges in them. So you might wonder, how do they know that the teams are in, a kind of danger zone? Mike Hess, the series and race director, through some fancy math equations that I'm not even going to try to explain to you. He looks at the lap times. He looks at the size of the
It's
track.
pretty easy, Tony.
Okay, Mr. Bell,
It's
please.
about a gallon a lap whenever the track's fast.
So he takes a gallon a lap and he
gallon
comes
a
up with
lap.
number. I think at the drivers' meeting today it was
Hey,
55
God.
laps. That's combined green and yellow laps.
So they last-
I think where these guys got hurt because what
That's
are
a
we on,
30-gallon
26
tank
or
usually on the
30?
back, so
By that math, we're not very
that's
close
why
to
they only
all
run
that
about 30
extra
lappers.
work. They buzzed the track
They'll
here
run
to
on
get
the
this
gas
thing
after
worked
about
and ready
30
to go
laps.
For the feature, I mean, they probably did roughly. What do you guys
If it's
think?
a fast track.
Maybe probably 15 laps or even more. So that's why we're close
gallon?
on this fuel number,
Wow.
and that's why these
Gallon
fuel
a lap.
stops are not.
Wow.
I mean, they're becoming more common, maybe, but they're
How
not.
That's
far you-
quick.
How far you can go in a
When you're
gallon?
tracking like this,
Huh?
that's why
How
these
far
guys
you
are
can
close
go in a
enough to get
gallon?
fuel, and
Probably
From here.
15 to
Tony, was that the
No,
hard
from
one? It was
here
hard to
Yes.
tell.
to
Okay.
where?
So not much time left
From
down there
where to
make
here?
those adjustments
On a
to the
gallon?
fuel in the car.
Yeah.
The crews should be making their way
Probably-
back to the infield here momentarily.
let's see,
But,
what's-
man, if you're Aaron Reitzel now, Christopher, I mean, you've been
That'd be
moving
like
around the
driving
racetrack a ton.
from
There was all
here
that prep
to-
before. Is the bottom good? He's been running the middle a little bit. We've seen some guys make some hay on the top. I mean, this is
trying to
gonna
think
be
of
a
what's about
pivotal
that
restart for
far
Reitzel to
from
choose
me.
that correct line.
Be specific
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not driving that.
place or
Yeah, of course. And,
I
you
could
have to
almost,
imagine the guys behind him like Thorson and
if I was
McFadden are
drove
gonna go the exact
slow,
opposite
like
way
normal,
he's
like
going.
65,
It's a normal
70,
driving.
You mentioned it before about being
I could
in the
probably
driver's
make it
seat, being in
on a
second,
gallon.
but
I could
you're
probably make it
absolutely just
to,
gonna do opposite. So if you're Aaron Reitzel,
Phil
you
Malley.
have to make a decision. Are you going to
Phil
pick the
Malley?
bottom? Are you going to pick the top? What are you going to do? Are you
Yeah,
going to go to the
probably.
cushion?
Not bad.
I don't think
Phil
he's
Malley.
going to go
On
to
a
the
gallon.
cushion because he hasn't been up there all
Them?
race. And if you're Tanner, you're
Yeah,
just going to do the
that's
opposite.
like
If he
me.
goes low,
They're
you
going
go high.
through
If he goes high, you're gonna
almost
go low.
30 gallons of gas
Thorson
in this
is
one
able to
thing.
get that bottom
My
side
truck,
race
when I
runs on
fill it
top
up,
for whatever reason. We could
I
see the bar burner
holds
towards the
21
end. So
gallons.
keep this in mind. Our friend
There,
Steve
I couldn't even make it 20 laps. I could go 20 laps, and my gas would be gone. That's how much horsepower those are making. They're making 800 something horsepower.
Yeah, if Tanner Thorson wins this race, our friend Stan over here is walking away.
I mean,
with
that whole
$2,500.
back end is a tank. That's all it is, a gas tank.
That'd be a pretty good prize, I'll tell you.
How good has Tanner Thorson looked on the
And depending on how much weight is in it, how much gas is in it, is how they adjust their wing. because more gas in it, it's got more weight to the back tires to dig in better. So they adjust the wing to adjust how much pressure goes to the back. So as they run out of gas, they adjust the wing to put more pressure on the back again. Use air to put pressure.
Man, you talk about success breeds success.
It's tricky.
And you can see it right now, tenfold in Tanner Thorson. He feels good and he's driving good. It's been fun
in
to
terms
watch
of
these first 3 nights.
Rico, he's a lot.
Those are probably
Less weight.
Those are probably 5-gallon jugs right there.
And now he's on his way to potentially.
They might have put in at least 10 more gallons.
Crazy.
It's all about the package. All about the package, and
Maybe
Tanner
more.
has been
I don't know.
completely dedicated to figuring this out and making his package work, and he's clearly reaping the benefits of that this weekend.
Well, and remember, it's also because
What is Albo? It's not his car. I like the car.
He's from Pennsylvania. He lives in Oklahoma now. And Stevie Smith, National Sprint Car Hall of Fame inductee, and one of the best to ever come out of the state of Pennsylvania. We all know that state has created some incredible wing sprint car drivers. Stevie Smith is Tanner Thorson's father-in-law, and he is here at the track this weekend. Stevie watches the broadcast from his phone on Flow Racing. And Christopher, could you imagine having to
Is it a
crew
red
chief
flag
and
or
make
what?
adjustment suggestions,
Basically.
let's call it, from the comfort of your home? It's not like there's a camera on Thorson 24/7. Stevie Smith sees what he can. He sends little updates, text
Larson's
messages,
got
phone
so
calls,
junky
Tanner Thorson.
tonight.
But he's here this weekend, and I think that's had a massive impact on Thorson's mental state.
Yeah, it sure has been good.
Especially, I mean, you're that fast on Monday, on the other night.
I have a little bit of
Fast
experience
car.
because my father-in-law
You'd think.
is a legendary sprint car crew chief. I've watched him crew chief over Flow Racing on many
It's
events.
We have some interesting information that we were just dealt. If you go over the time limit and continue to work on your race car during an open red flag condition, that is a penalty. And we have been told that there were 2 teams that were still working on their cars when they were not supposed to. The 2 teams,
They're going to
Tanner
back.
Carrick at 83T and your race leader, Aaron Reitzel. And so that means that those 2 cars will lose 2 positions.
Wow.
So Rice loses 2 positions.
They didn't know that? That's
They
the
know
rule?
it. They're just cheating it.
And James McFadden to 2nd, and Aaron Reitzel back to 3rd. Looking where Tanner Carrick was at, he was running 20th at the time. And
Put him in the
Stan
back.
over here is really liking
White
that
bird
announcement.
only.
I know.
Of course,
They
there are some
they have to
people
lose
that
2
are not happy
spots.
about that, as Aaron Reitzel's team has worked just a
Maybe
little
they
too
knew
far
that,
against the open red
but it
flag.
was worth it because of whatever they were doing to the car. They were like, well, we're going to lose 2 spots, but it'll make us really fast if we do this. I don't know.
Aaron Reitzel's restarts last night against Tyler Courtney.
They should put
We're
him in the
excited for
back.
podium position.
Well, he'll be driving twice as angry. He was angry before. He'll be driving twice as angry now.
Is a huge plot twist in this feature with so few laps to go. Reitzel's going to be extremely entertaining on these restarts, guys, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tony, I actually just got word that it sounds like the team could not hear the horn when it went off. Potentially the batteries were dead. We used those big batteries on those horns.
They're
And
complaining.
potentially they could not hear the horn is what we were being told. The team was talking to officials. They couldn't hear it. And so Reitzel will retain his position at the front of the field. I'm just the messenger, folks.
Good
I'm
excuse.
just the messenger. I was
The
told that
heck?
it was a 2-spot penalty.
Really?
We couldn't hear it.
Relayed to officials
What?
that they could not hear the horn. And Christopher thought
Wow.
that Highland Racing has 20 officials around the infield with 2
Oh my
horns.
gosh.
They got 2, maybe 3 guys out there, and these cars are spread out all around the racetrack.
Make me say something.
I was hoping you could help me out there, but
Wow.
Although he made that
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it.
that's the big bucks for you.
Gosh.
All right, Tony.
Hey, I mean, the restart's still going to
What a lie.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I stand by what I said.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, yeah, quite a swing right there. Now I just hope Aaron Reitzel finishes somewhere on the front straightaway so we can ask him what were those few minutes like. And remember, folks, these drivers do not have radio communication.
That's interesting.
In their helmets. They do have a
I bet they'll make sure to have people with extra things all around the track when they do this again.
They aren't able to communicate that to him. He has no way of probably knowing
Such a
the extent
lie.
of all that drama there. So I really hope we get to talk to him after this is over and see what was going on.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
the
a
official
draw with a
buy
capital
it.
T.
Can you believe that?
Maintain his position
What a
as,
crappy.
Thorson will be second.
We couldn't
What
hear
a
it. Oh,
poor
wait.
management.
Wait. Oh, we have earplugs in. Sorry.
Avery will restart this race in fifth.
Oh,
Another
oh, okay.
really, really
You're good to
run
go.
for Boston.
Yeah. Oh,
Eighth
okay.
or ninth last year, he's now up into the sixth
I
position.
guess Brad
Kyle
Sweet
Larson
better make
seventh.
some
Eighth will
changes.
be
Him and
Joey
Larson, the
Salzman.
other ones who make,
Ninth to Kerry Madsen, and
the
tenth
other ones
will be
who,
Casey
this is their
Wilson.
series.
Yeah.
At the restart here with 4 laps remaining at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway Dirt Track 4, the Sugar Bee Blackjack Bash. 21 grand on the line, of course. And so we'll see what happens here. Reitzel, he's no stranger to big money. He won his first ever 6-figure payday last year during the Bob Weichert Memorial at the Port Royal Speedway in
So is he,
Pennsylvania.
now he's in the back
$5,000
again.
to win.
Is he going to the front or not?
6-figure payday in the history of Pennsylvania sprint car racing.
I guess he's been told he can go to the front now.
There's many nerves. Right? You think he's nervous at all? Come on.
He's one of
They're
the
getting them lined
smartest
up, I guess, again.
racers that we have in sprint car racing right now. So I believe in Aaron.
You believe it?
I do.
Okay. Well, that's good. Maybe that'll help him out here. The belief of Christopher Bell with 4 more laps to go here in this race as we're getting the field bunched back up. Normally, open red flag conditions, they're not super popular, but when you got a big half mile like this, you're burning gas, a gallon a lap, of course. These things tend to happen. Now, of course, if we would have stayed green there, would not have had a fuel stop, they would have been able to make it no problem. We want to make sure that there was no issues with that, and so took the necessary steps, the precautionary steps to make sure nobody's going to run out of fuel. Went with that open red, and now we should be able to make it to the last 4 laps without issue. Timing and scoring, getting their drivers in the right spots for this upcoming
I
start,
cannot
which,
believe
of course,
it.
will take place in single file
They buy
formation.
You run over your time, you run over your time.
the excuse.
On the restarts here with Interstate Batteries Highlander Racing.
They need to have a different system if
Yeah.
that's the case.
I talked about it last night after the race was over. He was just kind of quiet the whole race. He was
I
just
mean, they got enough officials all the way around watching
Yeah.
what they're doing to
I
make sure
know,
they
right?
they don't change a tire or do something else or do anything else they're not supposed to do to the car. Gosh, they should automatically just have it. You know, somebody on the radio, one person radios them guys. Time up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and everybody hits their thing, and all around the track, and right.
The Sugar Bee Blackjack Bash. Here with Interstate Batteries Highlander Racing, make your picks.
Well, we'll find out. I wish Larson did get up there, but he ain't got no chance now. I don't think nothing. He ain't gonna
Many more
win.
laps, 4 laps.
He'd be finishing the top 5. This car just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere tonight.
He's still on 8.
Yeah, this car is just in a single file restart. Yeah,
Sucks.
I'd say Thorson's got a crack though, as fast as he was coming up through the field, man.
Yeah.
But that car was that car comes off the corner really fast, but man, he changed up and went high now. Boy, he's got to run though.
Oh! Yeah, yeah.
Here he comes. He's gonna hammer it in there too.
No! Oh!
Oh, that'll make them go back to where they were.
Larson is on the 6.
See, I told you maybe we can get a top 5. Maybe a miracle will happen. He'll still get to win this thing. Don't be nega.
I'm not nega. I'm not saying anything. You are.
I don't know. He's not gonna win it tonight.
And look at that, just another exploded tire.
Dang. I think it's the track.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway is a
Track's
rocky
tough,
surface,
man.
so wouldn't be surprised.
It's a
maybe
rocky
jagged
surface,
rock
he
or
said.
something, right, could have popped that tire.
That is pretty common. I would not. There's no way it's tire wear under these conditions, so it has to be a pop tire.
Well, you said it under that green. I don't think he does that again. What do you talk about when you mention that?
Yeah, so I actually didn't hate him attacking the top of turns 1 and 2. I'm looking at the racetrack. The bottom is very thin. The middle looks a little dry and dusty. So I didn't hate his decision to go to the top and just try and create momentum. and then he slid across 3 and 4 and just did not get off turn 4 good at all.
And then he came down the front stretch after that.
Thorson had him, man.
Now that was a great move.
They were going to be battling for the last 2 laps.
To fight to go outside of it, down the racetrack and get a great drive
We'll
off the
see.
bottom of turn 2.
Yeah. And
If I'm Aaron here, I'm committing to the top, and I'm just selling out, running 3 both ends as hard as I can. Just
That's what Bell
into the
says.
cushion.
He's going to run the top. Sell out. Run the top. Don't go to the bottom at all.
What Aaron Reitzel will choose
I
to
guess
do
we'll
as the lights
see.
are out. We're coming back to green. 3 laps remaining, and Reitzel's on
What?
the throttle early, bringing the field back to
He sure
green.
did jump early. They had to wave that off. That was a crappy restart.
Yeah.
He jumped the gun.
Looks like a good run down the back straight.
They should make him restart that.
Back behind, it appears that Kyle Larson has made his way by Tyler Courtney. Move Larson into the top 5 as looks like Thorson a little bit of a bobble off.
Dang, Larson's moving now.
That's going to allow Reitzel to pull away.
It's over now.
Yeah. Those two continue to go at it for that 5th position. Race for 2nd is getting good. Thorson through the middle.
He jumped that restart, man. It seemed like. How do they not know where to start at?
Here is the white flag. 1 lap to go.
Ridiculous.
I'm done.
Vegas. Down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I'm done too.
This race in an ambulance last year. He's gonna
No.
come back and get sweet redemption.
Not deserving.
Wins the Sugar Beet
Wow.
Blackjack Bash. 2nd goes to Tanner Thorson. 3rd at the line goes to Rico Abreu. 4th to James McFadden.
Top
and
6,
5th to
right?
Tyler Courtney.
Yep.
And off the pace down the front stretch is Tanner Holmes, who barely limps across the line.
Where did Larson finish? 6th?
6.
Aaron Reitzel, drama with a capital D, gets passed, gets penalized, then doesn't get penalized.
He must have lost some ground again because he was in 5th. How did he get back a second behind him? I'm done. I don't need to see all the interviews and all the nonsense.
Nope. I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.